Before you start a business, you definitely need to have a good plan. In this video, I'm going to be helping you start a business right away by giving you questions that you need to ask yourself before you can start a business. So these questions are going to guide you and they're going to make you know whether you're ready to start a business. Are you guys ready? Let's get into the video. Number one, you need to ask yourself, how sustainable is the business in the long term? You need to have a long-term goal. You need to look at the future. Will the future sustain your business in case of changes? Like when COVID came, so many businesses were not able to thrive because they had not looked at the future. The future may come with so many different things, and you need to look at, in the next 3 years, will I be able to sustain this business? That's the first question you need to ask yourself even before you can start a business. Another question you need to ask yourself is, what unique problem will your business solve? Because before you can start a business, you need to have a problem that you want to solve, that you want to give us a solution to. You need to look at the gap that is there. Ask yourself, which gap am I coming to fill? Which problem am I coming to solve? The third thing is to ask yourself, what is your go-to market strategy? Go-to market means, what strategy are you going to use to reach out to clients or to reach out to customers? Because you can actually start a business and not get any client or customer. Depending on what kind of business you're starting, whether it's a shop or services that you want to offer, you definitely need to know how to reach out to people. First of all, how are you going to get people to know that you exist? And this is usually the hardest part of every business, to get to reach to people. Don't think people are easy. It is not easy to convince people. So you need to have a very good strategy on how to get to the market. And remember, the market is usually so much saturated. You might be finding so many other people are already in that business. So you need to know how to get your own clients and how to get loyal people to come to you, to trust you, because trust is another thing. You need people to trust you when you're starting a business. The fourth question you need to ask yourself is, do you feel that this is your passion? Because you have to be passionate about what you're doing. Passion is what keeps people going. Because the first days, you might find that you're not getting to the goal that you had thought about. But if you're passionate enough, you keep moving, because you're not just looking at today, you're looking at the future. And now passion is the one that will give you perseverance and persistence, because for every business, then you need to be very, very, very perseverant, and also endurance. If you're not passionate, you're not going to endure all the challenges that you're going to face, especially at the beginning. The fifth question is, how much funding do you need, and will you get this funding? Because when it comes to finances, we cannot ignore the fact that sometimes you may lack finances. You may have thought of starting, and then maybe you bring in capital from the profits. But what if you don't get capital? You don't get any profits. So you have to think about how you're going to fund your business, especially at the beginning, and how will you sustain the funds? How will you make sure the business is running even when you're not getting any profits, especially when you're starting? Don't wait until you reach to the point of starting, and that's when you realize that the one who was going to fund you is not even there. The next question is, are you free enough to sacrifice your free time for the business? Because let me tell you, the businesses usually take quite much of your personal time. Even YouTube is a business for me, and let me tell you guys, you have to sacrifice so much of your personal time. You find you're in a gathering and you have to get out of the, ujitoe kwa hao watu. You just go in a quiet place, edit a video. People are having fun, but you're busy posting a video. You're already tired and exhausted because probably the network is not working. It really drains you. It takes you away from the, from your private life sometimes, and you find all your life you're just thinking about the business. So before you can start a business, you need to first agree. Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to let go of some things and some lifestyle changes? Because definitely there will be so many lifestyle changes that will be there, and you need to adjust to that. You need to accept that sometimes you will have to sacrifice even the fun you used to have, even the money you used to have to keep the business running. Now, the next question is very, very crucial. I should have started with this. Where is your location? Where are you going to set up a business? Is it at your home? Is it in rural areas? Is it in urban areas? Is it online? Is it offline? You need to know where the business is going to run. You can even incorporate too. You can run it both a shop and online. It depends. It just depends on what you're having as your business idea, because every business thrives in a certain specific place. There's a place where you find you're getting more profits. So even before you can begin, before you can start, you need to know where you're going to set up your location for the business. And I have seen so many people fail for this, because once you start, you need to be consistent. So if you set up a business in a certain location, you need to stick there. You need to have done enough research such that you will stick there, so that your clients will know, if I want this and that, this is where to find it. If you start changing your locations, then definitely you are done. You're killing your business that moment. Another question is, what will be my business's name or brand name? The brand name of a business is top most important. Before you can start a business, make sure you are settled on the brand name. You don't want to keep on changing your brand name, because you're going to confuse people, number one, and number two, you're not going to get to be known. It's like you've confused your audience, because imagine today I'm called Ann Kiki on YouTube, and then tomorrow I have changed the name maybe to Wildflower, and then the next day I have changed the name to Butterfly Squad, and then the next day you have to have a name that is your brand, and don't change that brand name. So next question is, are you in a position to be successful in case the business blows up? And are you willing to accept in case it doesn't blow up? Because when you're starting a business, there are two chances. The first one is you might be very, very successful. Are you ready to take what success comes with? Or you might not be successful. Are you ready to accept that this is not your path? Because you've seen people starting a business and blowing up. You find you've gotten so many excess orders. You have now to get into the business. You have to work day and night. That's what comes with success. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to sacrifice everything for the business? You've seen people starting YouTube channels and blowing up, getting even 100K subscribers within no time. That calls for more uploads. You have to keep on uploading every day, because your audience is thirsty for content. Are you willing to keep on doing it if you become successful? Also, are you willing to accept in case you don't? Because you might find you've started, but nothing is working. You thought you will blow up within the first year, and you find you're still not making any profits. Are you willing to continue pushing, to keep accepting the fact that you're not getting to where you thought you would be? You need to have that thought in your mind. You need to know that it is a 50-50 chance, and don't put so much weight on either chance. You can either be successful or not. Don't rely so much on one side. Free up your mind, because this is 50-50. Another question is, will you need any external help, and will you get it? External help means, will you rely on other companies in case you want to start a company? Will you rely on other people? And if you have to rely on them, are they willing to help you? Because there is no need of starting something that you will rely on people who are not willing to help. They are going to frustrate you. You might invest money and finally end up wasting that money, because if people are not willing to cooperate with you, what else can you do, you know? So you need to ask yourself all those questions. Which one do you think is the most crucial question to ask yourself? Comment down below and tell me among the 10 questions that I've given. Also, you can ask me any questions that are related to businesses, and I'm definitely going to reply. I'm here for you guys. I told you, if it's time to build one another, you can wake me up in the middle of the night. I will be so willing to help. That's it for today's video. I'm hoping it was useful, beneficial. If it was, don't forget to leave a like. A like is very important. It helps me know that you guys enjoyed the video. It also helps YouTube to recommend my video to other people. In case you found it interesting also and inspiring, you can share with your friends so that they get to know some of the things. In case you have a friend who wants to start a business, you can share with them. That's it for today, and I'm hoping to see you guys in the next video. Until next time, bye.